the concept of state explained with the drawer from my my side table here. So Megan, would you share the workflow that you just built for WeCare?
Absolutely. Give me a second. I actually went off it. Sorry.
And Jack, have you heard people talk about state in workflows before? Or I guess we were just talking about whether or not you wanted to persist input and output state.
Yeah, I'm already having problems with, I think, well, I have already been having problems, which is on my list to debug with you. Well, not debug, I'm sure it's not a bug, but it's a user error. User error.
No, consider it a bug. All pet Jack problems should be solved by better UX. So indeed. Megan, first, what is this thing doing? What's the workflow doing?
So Jack, we set up this workflow for WeCare, and we decided to use a con trigger. So at a scheduled time, we're getting data out of ComCare. They're also using another system, COVID Toolbox, for case management. So we're also getting data out of two different systems. Yeah.
Kill me.
So we're getting data out of ComCare. We're getting data out of COVID Toolbox, and then we're bringing that together to be able to validate and transform that data. On success, we're then uploading to DHIS2, and then on failure, we're just sending a Slack message to say that there was a problem.
Cool. And the big question that Megan was pressing me on was like, if we're getting data from two different systems and we want to combine that data, why are there not two lines sort of going like this? Right? Why doesn't it look like stuff is merging? And I want to like ask as many questions as you possibly can as I try to give the demonstration, but I'm going to demonstrate it with the box.
The box.
So first, cron trigger, 8 a.m. on Friday. So imagine it's Friday, 8 a.m. We need to start with an input state, but this is the first time the cron trigger is ever run. What's in the box? What's the input state for the very first run of this workflow? Very first step. What's the input state for step one?
Nothing.
It's empty.
Yeah, it's empty. You can see it. Totally empty. I mean, technically, it's an empty JavaScript object. So maybe the box.
Curly brackets.
Yeah, curly braces. Here's curly brace. It actually kind of looks like a curly brace.
It kind of does, actually. I can see that.
So curly brace. This is so
curly
cool.
Brace.
Empty box. You can see it. All right, it's 8 a.m. Friday. I've got my empty box. What do I do next, boss?
You get some data from ComCare.
Got it. ComCare data.
Looks perfect.
In the box. All right, so now my output from step one, my state, I still have the curly brace and the curly brace, but now I've got some ComCare data in the box. Cool. What next, boss?
You get some Kobo data.
Even though I'm carrying this box of ComCare data. You want me to go get more stuff?
Yeah, I want you to get more stuff.
Okay, cool. Here's some Kobo data. I went and got it from this other system in the box.
In the box.
Cool. Okay, so now, even though these are like serial, they're not running in parallel. I've got my state box with my curly braces. I love these curly braces. This is just making my day. Now, inside the box, we've got the Kobo data and the ComCare data. Cool.
Yeah.
What next?
Now we want to basically manipulate that data. We want to validate it, see that it meets some certain criteria. We want to work it over, wash it and clean it out and make it look pretty so we can send it to another system.
Okay. And boom. Yeah.
Done.
Transformed it.
Love.
So in there we still have the Kobo and the ComCare data. I've transformed them. I've combined them.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait, do you want me to combine them and keep a copy of the original? Confusing. If you wanted, I would have been happy to sort of make a third thing in this box and just keep copies of the old first two things. But instead, I'm just going to have this nice.
Leave them all together.
Okay, cool. What do I do next?
Now we take that new package of data and we send it up to DHIS2.
New package of data, nicely formatted. and this goes to DHIS2. So DHIS2 is this way.
This way.
Cool.
And now we're back to
And
having.
usually, when we send it out to another system, actually we keep a copy of it in the box also. So then our final state at the very end of the workflow, we've removed all of the other like working bits by choice, just to keep the box light enough to not have huge data storage costs on OpenFN. And at the end, we have a copy of the thing that we sent over to DHIS2, and there's our final state. Questions?
Makes sense.